Hi darlings, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Phellie Hallifax. Just in case you don't know, and if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment and share this video, and a returning subscriber. That's how come I'm giving you another back-to-back video. And so today, I know, but I don't know what I'm doing to my hair, and Christmas is fast approaching, so I thought of doing something. And this year has been a great year, like all along I've been doing great. So this Christmas I'm changing and I'm actually weaving my own hair for Christmas. So I'm using this dummy for my weaving. So stick and stay with me in this video.
So you start by putting the hair net that you prefer on the dummy. Make sure you fix it well on the dummy. I like to use 2 of these hair nets so it makes it tight, but I prefer using this type of hair net. After fixing it on the dummy, make sure you cut the part that has already been sewn on the net. Then you sew the part which has been cut, the circular part which has been cut. Make sure you sew it very well. Make sure you sew it very well and cut the parts of the thread. Tie it and then cut the edges of the thread as well. Whoa, this looks beautiful. So I'm going to use tuneful hair for this weaving, and it actually has 3 bundles in it with a closure. So I'm going to start by using the one with the longer length. So I'm going to start sewing that from the bottom. Open the weave and comb through with your hands. After doing that, make sure you cut the edges of the weave. Then you start by sewing it carefully. Make sure you sew it very tight or firm. After sewing it, you cut the part of the thread that shows, tight it, and then cut the weave on. Comb through with your hand since that is the first one. Then you start a second sewing. So this is basically steps as to sewing the hair, and it's very necessary you make the sewing firm or tight so it doesn't remove. Just look at how the sewing is going. Cut and then tie the thread and cut again. Comb. So here I'm done with the first bundle and it looks beautiful. So I'm going to start with the second bundle. With the second bundle, you do same as you did with the first bundle. You open the weave, brush through with your hands, and then you make sure you cut the edges of the weave that was folded, just to get a straight weave when sewing. So here you can just do the sewing to it. And usually after the first bundle, I like to double my weave. Sometimes if you do not want a fuller, you can just leave it, but I usually like to double my weave just to make it fuller. Check this out. But if you have enough hair, you can still double it to make it look more nicer. So that's basically it for the weaving. Now let's move to the closure. Take the closure and then take some parts of the edges of the closure, so when you fix it on the dummy, it's easy for you to sew. So you take some parts of the hairs on the closure, then you pin the closure on the dummy. Make sure it's firm. You pin it very well. Then continue to sew the hair that you still have. When you feel you have weaved enough hair, you start by sewing the closure. So you sew the edges of the closure. Make sure you sew it very tight. So we are almost through with the sewing of the closure, and that is actually the final part of sewing this hair. Like I said, make sure you sew it very tight. Finally, the hair is ready as a full hair, ready to fix on. This is so simple. After that, you cut the part of the net in order for the closure to show. So you cut the part of the net from the closure, just to make the closure lay flat whenever you fix it on. After you are done, make sure you cut the edge or the lace of the closure before fixing it. And that is it right there. This is so beautiful, easy and simple to rock.